This must be the shortest vacation on record.
My hand still hurts.
Yes. I'll put some Novocaine on as soon as we get home.
It isn't a tooth, Dad.
No, it's not a tooth. But all over the body, the physiology of pain is the same.
Stand still. Now shut up and nobody will get hurt. Throw your wallet on the floor.
Are you an addict?
Take your wallet out of your pocket and throw it on the floor. Where's your purse?
I left it in the car.
Don't none of you move.
I don't think he had a gun. I think he was just pretending.
He wanted drugs.
Suppose he takes the car with all our new clothes. He's already got our trip money. Bert, we've got to do something.
I had the phone disconnected.
There's a gun in the hall closet with ammunition.
Joe, the gun belongs to my brother. I don't know anything about guns. Couldn't hit the side of a house.
He is gonna take the car. I'm gonna get that gun. You just point it.
He certainly doesn't know his way around cars. He flooded the engine.
Oh, here, I'll do it. I'm sure he hasn't got a gun.
You're not sure. And I'm not sure. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't.
Well, you do.
As soon as he drives away, we can go to the Murphys. I'll telephone the police from there.
Dad, you could stop him.
Oh, no. These addicts can get pretty desperate. I wouldn't run the risk of killing you or your mother or me. And I certainly wouldn't want to kill an unfortunate man.
All our lovely...
Oh, Joe, they can be replaced.
What? I said there must be some night maneuvers.
Martians from Mars! Go back to your own planet! Martians from Mars! Go back where you came from! Go back to your own planet! Foreigners! Martians from Mars! Go back to Mars! Dirty Martians from Mars!
Hey, wait a minute. I recognize you. You're Dr. Andrews' boy. Come back here.
All right, I'll see you on Thursday then.
Thursday it is, Doc. Unless I lose my courage before then.
Well, it wasn't that bad.
I guess not.
Hello, Joe.
He's here nearly an hour.
Yes, yes. The kind of construction I'm doing on them takes a lot of time.
Did you get a check?
No, I'm sorry. Just couldn't think of a way to bring it up. He's had a lot of illness in his family this year.
Dr. Andrews?
Yes, come in.
Well, we've never met, but I've seen you. I live on Beam Street. My name's Renson.
Ransom, how are you?
Listen, I think I saw your boy a few minutes ago running off that old lady's property. You know the kids around here devil her something awful. And the little ones think she's a witch. And I think your boy was making noises under her windows.
Rex hasn't been out of the house. I've been upstairs with him all evening.
I thought I saw him go out after supper.
Well, he came right back in. He said he was tired, and I told him to go upstairs to bed, and he did.
Well, say I'm sorry then, but I was sure it was your... It's just that the poor old woman's... Well, I'm sorry. Good night.
A man was here, Mr. Remsen. He said he'd seen you coming from Mrs. Lyon's property, that you've been tormenting her the way kids have been doing.
He said that? Well, I wasn't.
Where were you?
Mom, I wasn't tormenting Mrs. Lyons or anybody. You say I'm old enough to be trusted?
I believe you, son. I believe you because Mrs. Lyons is an old lady, can't defend herself. To take advantage of her would be chicken. I know how you feel about that.
Is he still up?
Yes, and he's assured me that he wasn't anywhere near her house.
Good.
Hi.
Hi, Rex.
Yeah, Dad?
Well, I've been thinking I might take a couple of weeks off later on in the summer, and I was wondering maybe you and I can go someplace, do some fishing. And your mother could come on later. How's that sound to you?
Swell.
Yeah. Looks like you've been in a lot of tall grass this evening. Someplace where they don't cut the lawn very much.
I ought to be getting in bed, Dad.
Rex, I suppose you're about as good a shot as a man would ever want to be. Right now, don't you think it's about time that you got interested in some more convivial sport? You know, like tennis, maybe baseball?
I'll think about it.
You know, I've often wondered what was behind this passion for marksmanship.
Nothing.
I That's a pretty maddening sort of word, that nothing. I used to use that myself when I was your age on my parents. When I wanted to be particularly infuriating. Let me put it this way. What use do you think you can make in your life of this skill that you've taken such pains to develop? This dangerous skill.
Maybe I'll go to Africa and become a white hunter.
Yeah, you could.
If you'd let me, I could hunt around here.
Kill some inoffensive animal? No, Rex. Do you think there's a deficiency of meat in your diet?
You like bird watching.
Yeah.
Well, at the Air Force Base, when they want to say something bad, they say he's a bird watcher.
Well, they do. Well, I never heard that. That must be a new expression.
Yes, sir.
Or did you just think it up just now? Just to hurt me?
Yes, sir.
Ah. Look, Rex, I know that Mrs. Lyons is, what people used to call touched. And I know that boys of your age really don't have much feeling for other people's sufferings. You can't. It's in the nature of puberty. That's what you are, you know, right now. You're pubescent.
I told you I didn't do anything to her.
Well, just leave that aside for a moment. About boys your age. Sometimes they do very weird things to prove their courage, you know. For others as well as themselves. I remember...
I wasn't anywhere near that old lady's house.
I see. Well... All right, even if you weren't, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go and see her.
See her?
Yes.
She doesn't see anybody.
Sit down right now and write her a letter. Rex, I want you to do this. Now tell her who you are. Tell her your father's Dr. Bert Andrews, a dentist. Tell her you've got some time on your hands this summer. Ask her if she's got any chores that you can do for her. And you put that in her mailbox right after breakfast. And tell her you'll be back after lunch. See her.
But I'm due at the rifle range tomorrow afternoon.
That's too bad. You just may have to miss it one day.
Bert, I heard what Rex said just now. He has a chance to win a trophy tomorrow.
This comes first.
Have you ever read any of the letters that old crank Mrs. Lyons writes to the newspapers? She's anti-everything. Against any sort of progress, against anything and everybody.
This doesn't give anybody the right to take advantage of her defenselessness. Her total defenselessness.
I told you I didn't take advantage of Mrs. Lyons or anybody else. Oh, right there. Gee, I hope I didn't scare you, Mrs. Lyons. I'm Rex Andrews. Did you get the letter I left?
I got a letter, all right. You think I wouldn't see through that? You just want to get in here, don't you? I pay my taxes. My grandmother helped my grandfather fight Indians right here on this land. I won't be driven out.
Nobody wants to drive you out, Mrs. Lyons. I just wanted to know if I could do some odd jobs for you. I'm sorry I bothered you. My grandparents used to fight Indians around here, too. My great-grandparents, anyway.
Andrews?
My mother's name was Blake. Well, I'm sorry I bothered you.
There used to be some Blakes. Back here, Mr. Blake. in, Mr. Blake. Come on in. Come on. How do, Mr. Blake? Want a cup of hot chocolate?
Gee, that'd be real great, Mrs. Lyons.
You carry a gun. Not many men carry guns around here anymore. You want to be sure they don't take yours away from you the way they took mine.
What do you mean?
They took all my ammunition and they took out the bolt. What good is a gun without bullets and a bolt? The last man who went through my door was my husband. And he wasn't coming in, he was going out and he was dead. My husband's dead and my cat's dead. Come on in.
What kind of rifle is this?
It's a British Enfield from the First World War. Oh, I kept it good.
30 caliber?
303. Our boys used it to fight in the trenches. I'll bet this so good has killed a lot of heinies in its day. It's killed a lot of deer, I'll tell you that. I killed a lot of deer myself with it. I used to come down and eat the flowers. Well, look, if you want to work, why don't you start picking up all of that stuff? Or you just waiting around to collect your unemployment insurance, like the rest of the ones your age. And when you get through with that, I got plenty more for you to do. That is, if it's work that you really want.
That was you.
Hello, Joe. What's all this?
A few bits of light reading brought back by our son, the rag picker.
Oh. Did he like Mrs. Lyons?
Not particularly. But he did miss a chance to compete for the George E. Diskin Cup.
Oh, Joe. Look, hasn't this gone on long enough and far enough? You've made a way of life out of a small incident, a burglary that should have been forgotten the next day. And you've made Rex doubt his father. That means he doubts himself. Look, Joe, if I'd have gotten involved in a gun battle with that man, one of us might have been killed.
You have a patient waiting.
Somebody's gonna hear her. Let's get out of here.
Oh, they'll just think she's lost her marbles again.
Rick, she's got boiling hot water. Let's get out of here.
You know what the stupidest, lowest bird in the world is?
Yeah.
Well, they're all in the black. And you had a second and a half to go. Not bad for your first rapid fire.
If it had been real, I'd have killed an enemy with each shot.
I'll tell you, Andrews, when somebody's shooting back at you, your accuracy's likely to fall off a little. At least mine does.
So was the Enfield a good rifle?
Sure. Not much different from the World War I Springfield.
Do they still make parts for it?
Now, you know better than that. Don't point a gun at a man.
Unless you mean to kill him. I know, I'm sorry. But listen, where can I get a bolt for an Enfield and some ammo?
I'll ask at the gun shop later. Go ahead.
For the old lady's gun. You're really gonna do it?
And here's 20 rounds of ammunition. After she has these, nobody can say we were tormenting a defenseless old lady. Or that we're chicken.
Whoever said that we were chicken?
I don't know.
Well, anyhow, what do you care what people say while we're being buried?
She may be a good shot, but she's not that good. Us in the dark, I don't think she'd hit either one of us. Besides, we'll have a much better chance than soldiers would in a war.
Listen, man, I'm a red-blooded American boy that wants to live. Besides, the first shot she takes, people will be running from as far away as Washington, D.C. What do you think they'd say? They'd say, what are you doing giving firearms to an oddball like that?
Well, I'm just gonna put it in her mailbox. She'll probably think Hitler sent it, or some other old friend.
Oh, come on, Rex, they can trace it. Okay, so nothing happens to you or I. So she shoots the mailman, some innocent bystander. How would you feel then? No, we're not the only ones who ring her doorbell. How about that?
Maybe you'll grow up to be a dentist.
Oh, get serious, Rex. When you feel lousy.
Do me a favor. Throw them away for me. In the river or someplace.
Well, the river's dry right now.
Well, then bury them. I just want you to do it before I change my mind. Sure, you're right. I wouldn't want any innocent bystander to get shot. Or you or me. But sometimes these days, I just don't even care.
Yes, that's a very good fit. Uh-huh.
You enjoy your work, don't you, Bert?
Oh, yes, yes. I guess I do. I was going to be the great brain surgeon, you know, but the family came along. You got to make a living.
How is young Rex these days?
He's 14.
I see. And cheer up, you'll be better in about 15 years. My son's 30. I'm beginning to sort of like him again.
Sam, I lied to you on the phone. The reason I moved your appointment up was not because I'd finished the inlay earlier. Matter of fact, I was up late last night getting it ready. I want to ask a favor of you.
What is it?
Well, you know, when I met you on the street on Saturday, you told me about that falcon's nest that you'd found. You put up a blind.
Bert, it's a beautiful prairie falcon. Nesting. You want to go out with me tomorrow?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Would you mind not going tomorrow and letting me go up there alone with Rex? He's gotten the idea that bird watching is an effeminate sport. I used to be kind of close to him, but...
Well, sure thing, Bert. The nest will still be there next week. I'll go next week. You can have it to yourselves tomorrow.
Sam, next week the nestlings will be gone. You and I both know that. I wouldn't ask this of you if I didn't feel that it was very important. And Sam, your dental bill for the year is herewith canceled.
Oh, there, do that.
Smell that air.
Swell.
Rex. It's been so long since you and I went bird watching, you forget we don't carry firearms out
We
here.
might see some pests. I'm allowed to shoot at a rattlesnake, for instance, right? Maybe I can get in some practice on a live target. This way, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Up the trail.
We better be careful from here on. This way. Be careful through here.
Rex, let's be quiet now from here on. We're getting close to the blind. Rex. Look, I'm making an effort. Please, how about meeting me halfway?
Okay.
That's the father.
Looks like just a plain old chicken hawk to me.
No. It's a prairie falcon. They're very rare hereabouts.
Rex! Rex, as long as you're in my charge, and that'll be quite a few years yet, you will not own or fire a gun.
Mother gave that to me. It was mine. It wasn't yours.
Go on back to the car. Go on!
Come in, Joe.
I saw Rex just now, and he told me about your bird watching, about what happened.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a very good morning for either of us.
It was a terrible thing for him to have done. He knows how wrong it is. I think he's truly sorry.
Yes, I rather expected him to come in here and tell me that himself. And he didn't say one word on the way back. Nor after we got here.
He will. He'll be in a minute. But you have to promise me something first.
I do?
He tells me you took all his guns away from him.
Yes, I did. I intend to dispose of them. I'll probably give them to some worthy deer slayer.
Bert, to shoot the falcon was wrong. But that doesn't mean that therefore all guns are evil.
If this is leading to where I think it is, I don't see where it's indicated that I should bargain for an apology from my son.
But you don't have to. You're not bargaining with him. It's just that I feel that this whole experience with guns is helping him develop in a way that I think he should develop.
You married a dentist and a bird watcher. I was not a gunfighter.
No, but you were going to go on and finish medical school, remember? You were going to do a lot of things. But you've gotten milder and milder.
Yes. Milder. Like one of those new filtered cigarettes. Well, this is one time I am not going to be mild. He is not going to get the guns back.
Oh, come on, Rex.
There's night maneuvers tonight, no matter what time it is. If you hear jets, we meet right here, right?
I just wish I'd buried those things deeper. About 100 feet deeper. We done real wrong, Rex.
You gonna be here if there's noise tonight?
Yeah, I'll be here. We're underage. They can't hang us.
night maneuvers, just like last time.
He told you he didn't have anything to do with that.
Yeah, he also said he didn't smoke.
Well, lots of boys sneak occasional cigarettes.
Yes, and lots of boys probably bedeviled, helpless old people, too. You do a thing like that to them.
She never did that before.
Sounds as if he's driven her poor mind right over the edge. Mrs. Lyons, it's all right.
Dad, she's got a gun.
Police took out the firing mechanism a year ago.
Well, I gave her a new one.
What?
And some ammo so she wouldn't be defenseless.
I'll go and call the police.
She needs help right now. Mrs. Lyons! It's all right, Mrs. Lyons. I'm a neighbor.
Bert, get down. You're making a perfect target of yourself.
I'm Dr. Andrews, the dentist. No, Mrs. Lyons. A lot of people don't like dentists because they don't shoot at them. I'm Dr. Andrews. I'm the dentist. I live down the street. They make a lot of noise, those airplanes. That's awful. But we're lucky to have them. No, come on. You're all right now. Sorry, Mrs. Over here. Come over. Over here to the tent. There you are.
Why don't they go back to their own planet?
Is she all right?
Why don't they go back where they came from?
She's feeling better now. You're all right, Mrs. Lyons. Just one of those smart aleck kids.
Dad, you can hit me if you want to.
You go on home. I'm going to talk to you later.
Bert, for a man I said was so mild, you were pretty rugged.
Go and call Dr. Reynolds, please. Tell him to hurry over here.
Yes, sir.